Welcome to our yoga practice today for core strength. This video has been designed for the older adult. So let's set our intention for our practice today to really listen to our body, to make sure that we practice safely. Bring your hands to your knees and let's go ahead and scoot up towards the end of the mat. Roll down by holding on to your hamstrings and draw your knees into your chest for forward pose or Uttanasana, hugging the knees into the rib cage and gently stretching out through the low back. This is a good check-in pose. So anytime you feel any strain on the lower back, please stop. Modify the pose. Now we're going to start with what's called yogi abs, or the bicycle. Send your right leg up, lower it down so it's hovering over. Then bring your nose to the knee. Now switch to the opposite knee. Continue side to side, keeping the abs really firm, shoulder blades off the mat, and the head in a slight cervical nod. Keep squeezing each knee into the chest as you press that low back into the floor. Stay really focused on the abs being strong and go at your own pace. Now if you want it a little bit harder, we're going to add that twist. Elbow to knee. Beautiful. Working through the obliques. Keep the legs strong. And if you need to, go ahead and drop them all the way down to the floor. Make that modification. Now just a couple more times. And then we're going to draw both knees into the chest and hug the knees in. Our next yoga pose is going to be twisted root. Now we cross the right leg over the left thigh. If you can, tuck your foot underneath the ankle bone. And now lift the head up towards the knee. Stay really strong in the core and try to lift the shoulder blades off the mat without pulling on the neck. Let's do a couple more. And now we'll go into a spinal twist. Go ahead and roll your knees to the left. Reach the right arm across the floor, dropping the right shoulder blade into the earth. If you like, you can turn your head towards your extended arm. If this is too much of a stretch, then go ahead and uncross the legs. Bring your knees back and feet to the mat. Now bringing that left knee over the right. Again, if you can, hook that foot underneath the ankle. Hands behind the head, interlocked fingers. Take an inhale as you exhale, lift. And you don't have to go very high to get the work. Just stay very focused on pulling the navel to the spine. You're always welcome to slow this down a little bit. And now let's come into our spinal twist. Remember, you can always uncross the legs if this is just a little too much for the hip or the back. Turning the head away from the bent knees. Try to soften and release. Return to your breath. Now go ahead and uncross the legs and bring your feet down to the mat. Rest. Give yourself a little stretch. Now let's do one more to build strength into our core. Press your feet up towards the ceiling by grabbing the big toe and straightening out the legs. Beautiful stretch for the hamstrings and calf. Now interlock your fingers behind your head and just a straight lift up. Now inhale as you release, exhale as you draw the belly in. Remember, you can do as many or just a few here. It takes time to build the strength into the core. Now grab onto that left leg and bring the nose towards the knee. Then we switch, just scissoring the legs side to side. This is a really nice combination of stretching the hamstrings and the calf while building strength into the abdominals. Be very gentle on that stretch. Keep lifting and now release. Grabbing the feet, crossing through the ankles. We're going to rock and roll up. So come all the way up, or else you can roll to your side and come into an easy cross-legged position. Good, so we're going to come into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana, taking a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, see if we can pull the belly in and lift up a little bit more through the heart. Now draw your knees together, moving into boat pose, Navasana. Hang on to the hamstrings and now reach your arms out towards your toes. Stay lifting through the sternum and then reach your arms up. Now drop your arms to the right, inhale to center, and drop your arms to the left. Inhale, center. Drop your arms to the right, knees to the left, inhale, center, and to the opposite side. Remember, if this is a little too advanced, then just stay in the traditional boat pose, holding. So inhale, lift, and now exhale, come back into a forward fold. So we're just going to stretch it out a little bit. Dropping the chin towards the chest. We're just going to be like a rag doll here. So we're going to come up and bring the feet towards the sit bones. Try this boat pose one more time, but this time we're going to straighten out the legs. So pull the belly in and reach up for the toes. Stay really connected to the core here and keep your focus. Beautiful. Now bring the legs into a V. Let's take a little stretch. Walking our fingertips out, tilting the pelvis. Now remember, keep the back long and straight. We don't really need to round the spine, but lead with your heart. Take a moment to connect to the breath, your inhalation and exhalation. And when you're ready, slowly walk your hands back to the center. Moving back into bound angle pose, gently rocking side to side, grounding through the sit bones. We're going to come into stirring the pot. This is a little kundalini movement. So you stir forward and then roll back. So reach forward and roll back. Think of a big black pot and you're stirring it with a stick. Roll it forward and back. Now reverse the circle. Notice how your abs start to really burn on this one. It's really deceiving in a way. It looks very easy. So bring your feet under your hips, coming into our tabletop position. In tabletop position, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. We're going to come into a sunbird or a dancing cat. To prepare for this, we're going to flatten out the back and start to draw that right leg behind us. Bring the left arm out, and now as we round, we bring the elbow to knee and reach. So we want to round the back into the cat stretch and extend through the fingers and the toes. And I'm going to let you just go at your own pace. Really pull the belly in as you round, and then extend and reach, just like someone was pulling through your toes and fingers. Now release your hand and your knee to the floor. Let's send the left leg behind you and the right arm. Elbow to knee. It's really reaching through the fingers and the toe, extending from your core center. Keeping your balance. Now you can slow this down. Now we're going to do this one more time and hold. Go ahead and release your hand and knee to the floor. And now we're going to move into a plank. So plank is an awesome yoga pose, also used in Pilates for the core. Really pull the navel to the spine, shoulders over the wrist, and stay really strong through the body. Now drop the knees and push back into a gentle child's pose. Our next posture is threading the needle. Take your right hand, slide it underneath your chest, rotating into a twist, and taking your left arm up and over the side of the face. Try to open up between the shoulder blades into the trapezius, separating the scapula and creating space in the back, getting rid of any tension or tightness. Now slide the hand back. Move back into child's pose. Bring the forehead down towards the floor. Now go ahead and come up slightly, sending your left arm underneath and reaching the right arm over the side of the face. Keep reaching through the fingertips, opening up the area between the shoulder blades, releasing any tension or stress there. Slowly come out. Move back into your child's pose. Let's add a side bend by walking your hands off the mat and to the right. As you sit back, you can place the left hand over the right hand to take the stretch a little deeper. Breathe into the belly deep and wide. Exhale out long and slow. Now walk your hands back to the center and now off to the left. Bringing the right hand over the left hand and dropping the forehead down towards the mat. Getting this beautiful side bend with our child's pose. Come back to the breath. Breathing from side to side, top to bottom. We are going to move out of child's pose. So turn around to the end of your mat and sit down. Our next posture is a modified boat pose. Arms in sleepwalk position, roll halfway down. Now draw the knees together but extend the right leg up. Pull the navel to the spine. That right foot is flexed. Take an inhale, stay engaged into the core. Release the right foot down and roll all the way up. Take an inhale and as you exhale, roll back down, lifting the left foot up towards the sky. Keep the foot flexed. Keep the quadricep engaged. The abs are strong. The belly pulled in and up. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, drop the foot and lift back up through the chest. Now let's go ahead and roll all the way back down to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a moment to really relax the low back into the floor and gently rock side to side, giving yourself a beautiful massage. Get rid of any tension you may be holding on to in that back. Now bring your arms into a T, coming into our knee drops, or sometimes this is called Amish chair. Don't drop the knees all the way down to the floor, only bring them halfway down. Working against gravity, we'll get a little more strength into our obliques. Now if you'd like, you can move your head in the opposite direction. Getting that beautiful neck stretch. Now inhale to center. Exhale as you drop your knees. Keep reaching out through the fingers. And now drop your knees all the way down to the right, coming into our spinal twist. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, and get this wonderful stretch into the mid-back. Breathe in deep and wide, and really relax. When you're ready, engage into the core and draw one knee at a time back to the center. Draw the belly in and stretch your legs up towards the sky. Our next yoga posture is called pendulum. A wonderful stretch for the legs, but building strength in the core. Now drop your feet to the right. Keep the feet and the knees together and roll onto the side of your hip. Keep your shoulders glued to your mat. The chest is open. Continue to move side to side, rolling onto the side of the hip, keeping the abs strong. This is very slow and controlled. Now hug your knees into your chest and let's move into our spinal twist onto the left side. Relaxing the whole body, the face, the shoulder, the hips. Take one more inhalation, and as you exhale, let's come back to the center, drawing one knee at a time and bringing your feet down to the mat. Next, we're going to move into our final relaxation, getting as comfortable as we can on the mat, reaching your arms up and over your head, taking one more stretch. So elongating through the spine, reaching through the fingers and the toes, just lengthening out through the front of the body, through the rectus abdominis. Be proud of your work today, strengthening your core. Release your hands back down by your side, moving into our final relaxation meditation. Start by connecting to your breath, bringing your hands on your belly, becoming aware of the rise and fall of the belly, making your breath deep and wide, exhaling it out long and slow, being present in the moment. Letting go and coming into stillness. When you're ready, let's walk our feet up towards our sit bones, rolling to our right hip and shoulder. Slowly come up into an easy cross-legged position. We're going to come into the mudra for the navel chakra, bringing the prayer hands right in front of the belly button. Thank you for joining me today in building a strong core. It is such an honor to be your teacher. Namaste.